I am Doug.
And I'm Cathy.
And this is Maggie Mae. Join us as we follow the moon. Today we are at the northernmost tip of Galveston Island. As near sitting on the dock of the bay, I guess, as you can get.
That's right.
So come along, we're going to go explore Galveston for the first time, and come along with us and let us know what you think.
Thanks.
And as you first come in from Interstate 45 into Galveston, you come past the port of Galveston. Now, the day we were there happened to be 2 Carnival ships there, but there are other cruise lines that use Carnival as a port. And it was really fun to see the people coming from the town back onto the cruise ship carrying their bags, because they had just had a great time in the downtown part of Galveston. Next up is the Galveston Railroad Museum. And this place looks very impressive.
It does. We love trains. We love anything about trains. It's very cool.
And this is one of the largest collections I think that we've come across. Beautiful building there. There's 2 tracks full of rail cars all the way along it, and then a huge building that this is all attached to.
There was a good amount of parking too.
Yes, nice off-street parking, free parking lot. It was really a nice setup.
Yes, it was.
Now we're going to take just a quick trip through the historic downtown of Galveston. This street is called the Strand, and there you can see the cruise ships. So we're very near the port right there. We're going to be coming back to you in a short time with a full video on downtown Galveston, which I have to say, to me it was like a clean New Orleans.
Oh, we compared Galveston to a lot of places.
It was really something. Now next up, the Bryan Museum. And this was originally built in 1879 as an orphanage. And they have displays now on Spanish colonial, on the Texas frontier, and the statehood and beyond. Plus they have different displays that change every few weeks. Now this building is the Bishop's Palace. This was built in 1892, and it's considered the most significant Victorian residence in the country. Even more remarkable, the Great Hurricane of 1900 came through and did not disturb this building. So it has its plaque as a 1900 hurricane survivor.
Yes, and it's quite, the grounds, everything, it's quite impressive.
It's absolutely beautiful and very meticulously cared for. And there are times that the interior is open for tours too. Now this is directly across the corner from it, the Sacred Heart Catholic Church. This one, the original building did not survive the 1900 hurricane, just across the street from the Bryan Museum that you saw. But this building was built in 1903 and 1904, and it's just one of the most stunning structures I think I've ever seen.
It is striking, yes.
All white top to bottom and very ornate, very beautiful. Now we're up at Fort San Jacinto Historic Point, and this is the northernmost part of Galveston Island. This was the original site of Fort San Jacinto. The fort has since gone away. It was eroded by the hurricanes and the waves from the ocean. But that you're seeing right there was one of 4 of the gun turret bases, and it has been left there to commemorate the spot.
A lot of people fish there.
Yes. Now we're heading south on Seawall Boulevard, which aptly follows the ocean. And this is one of several beaches that we're going to come by, but this one had a couple different ways you could fly around the island there.
That's right. We saw a lot of different transportations in this place.
That's right. The next beach just south of there is Porretto Beach. And again, this is another one of their public beaches. They have free parking, and the beaches are well used.
Yes, they are, and they are beautiful. And you don't have a lot of buildings along them to keep you from being able to see. They're not claimed by residents.
That's right. Now this is Galveston Seawall, and this also was built just after the hurricane in 1900. And it runs for several miles down along the city of Galveston. And you'll see here on this marker, construction started in 1902 and ended in 1904. Now this is a landmark of the area, the Grand Galvez. This is a grand hotel that is still a hotel to this day. And the grounds, the flowers, everything there.
It was beautiful, yes.
We did not go into it, but we've been told that just like when we were in Southern California and went to the Hotel del Coronado, you can go inside
and just wander around
and
we may
view
have to go back.
We may have to go back. But yes, this is grand old hotel if you've ever seen one. It is beautiful. And the grounds are just meticulously cared for. That's one of those places that if I couldn't stay overnight in our motorhome, I might consider that.
That's right.
Now we're going to continue south on Seawall Boulevard, and you start to see some more touristy looking things, but this place is amazing. This is the Galveston Island Historic Pleasure Pier. There's a big Bubba Gump's shrimp sign on the front of it there. There is the restaurant, all kinds of amusement rides, and it just looks fun.
It does.
We weren't going to be doing the ride, so we didn't buy the wristband to go all the way back in. But the security officers there at the entrance did allow me to go through and film what you see in the entrance. This is the history there of the pier, and this is a layout of all the different attractions. There's a water ride on it, there's a roller coaster, there's a Ferris wheel out on the end. You name it, it looks like that would be a good time.
Absolutely.
And any direction you look at it, it's a great view.
Yes.
Now this one coming up is the 61st Street Fishing Pier. And there's a couple of these fishing piers as you go up and down Seawall Boulevard. But this one is kind of a unique one, and it does have food, eatery, that sort of thing. But you've got beautiful views back at the coast. This one looking north, and this one looking on to the south. I'm going to guess north tip to south tip is probably about 20 miles on Galveston Island. Now we're going to head south a little bit further and we'll come to the Galveston Island State Park. There's a big sign and entrance for it on the ocean side, but that's all the camping part.
Yeah.
This actually goes off onto the, I guess you'd call it inland side or the bay side. And they do have alligators in the park.
Yeah.
We didn't see any, but they are there and they do warn about them.
They also warn that there's no trees and that you need to make sure that you wear sunscreen and make sure that they suggest hats.
Mm-hmm. Now we go a short way back this trail, and this trail is only about a half a mile. But this first stop is their observation deck, and it lets you have a good view of the land around it. The day we were there, you can see the trail going there has water on it, and it had been raining a couple of days prior. So
it's very marshy.
Yes. So wear proper footwear, even though we didn't. There was a group out here on this walkway going across the water that was crabbing.
Yeah. And they caught a chicken leg.
Yeah. Maggie wanted that.
Yeah.
Now the Eskimo curlew was a bird that has went extinct, and it migrated from Alaska to
Argentina.
Argentina.
I believe, yeah.
and they have a statue here commemorating it. That was a bird that used this area as its stopover.
And they really want us to be reminded that we can see the extinction if we're not careful of all nature.
That's exactly. And we've got one more walkway across the water here, and then the path will lead back to the road. But there were fish jumping out here in this water like crazy. If you look real close, you might even see a couple of them hopping out of the water.
And there were little teeny tiny minnow-like.
Minnows, yeah. Now, all the way up and down this road, you'll see beautiful homes, and they're all on stilts.
And they all look fairly new. There's
Yeah.
some old ones, but 2008 was not kind to Galveston.
That's right. So they lost a lot of their homes, and they've been rebuilt. This is the very southern point, and this bridge actually connects Galveston Island down to the next piece of land.
What a beautiful day it was, too.
So Cathy, we spent the day at Galveston Island. We went the length of it from north to south. What did you think about Galveston Island?
This has to be one of my favorite beaches on the Gulf Coast. I absolutely love it.
It has a lot of different feel. We were comparing it to Myrtle Beach, to Daytona Beach, and it's got that kind of a party carnival atmosphere to it, but it's kept up so nice.
Oh, it's just beautiful. It really is.
It really doesn't look like your typical beach town in that sense. It was really beautiful.
And I love how much of it is dedicated to being beach.
Absolutely, and it's accessible, and there's free parking to the beach. You could bring the family and have a fun day.
That's right.
So with that, if you've enjoyed our video today, leave us a thumbs up. We sure appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, look for the button up here at the ending. Click on that and ring the notification bell, and you'll know when every one of our videos come out.
And thank you for following us as we follow the moon.